Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Week from Rockdale. And as usual, I am your host, Larry Cox, back from a week of absence. I was absent last week, and that's how it goes. Sometimes you have technical difficulties. We all know about technical difficulties. Hey, guys, let's go ahead and share and like this show tonight because we're going to talk about tax increase. Not in Rockdale County. We never get tax increases in Rockdale County. That's not true. We never get anything but tax increases in Rockdale County. If there's one thing that you can count on, and you're a resident of Rockdale County, that's the Heartless Three, the Board of Education, the Board of Commission, and the City of Conyers are going to raise the hell out of your taxes. So let's go ahead and share and like this show so that the citizens of Rockdale County can hear me talk trash about the Heartless Three, and members of the Heartless Three can hear me bash the hell out of them too. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and like and share this show so we can hopefully embarrass these morons for all the nonsense that they do, and let's talk about what we need to do to stop this nonsense. Well, while you guys are sharing and liking the show so we can build an audience, I'm going to say hello to some people. Hello, Joey Williams. Glad to have you on the show. Angela Aspero, great to have you on the show. William Campbell, great to have you on the show. Mary Boysworth, great to have you on the show. Dan Burks, great to see you, Dan. Lisa Lancaster, great to see you. Charlotte Gellert, great to see you. The Fit Life with Danielle Munoz, great to have you on the show tonight, Danielle. Great to see you here tonight. Great to see everybody. I want to let everybody know I've got my shirt on with my two little pups. Right here you have Molly Cox, and then right here you have the infamous Tucker Cox. That's right, my two dogs that run my life and tell me what I can do and what I can't do. And that's the facts of life there, guys. Those dogs run my life. Tina Hobbs, great to have you here tonight. Cheryl Moulton, great to have you on the show tonight. So guys, we're going to talk about some taxes. So we may have seen this week that the Rockdale Board of Commission has decided to join in with the Board of Education and the City of Conyers in raising the taxes of the citizens of Rockdale County. So let's talk about what the grand total is officially if you live in the city or if you live in the unincorporated portion of Rockdale County. So if you live in the City of Conyers, you get the triple whammy. You get the county increase, you get the Board of Education increase, and you get the city increase. And that will bring you to a whopping 41.51% tax increase. 41.51% tax increase if you are a property owner in the City of Conyers. Now, let's just say that you just live in rural Rockdale and you just pay county and BOE, Board of Education. Then you are getting a 30.54% tax increase if you live in rural Rockdale. So, guys, this is totally right, Mary Boy. You took the word out of my mouth. I was actually getting ready to say it, and Mary puts it out there for me. She says, ridiculous. Exactly. It is absolutely ridiculous that this kind of crazy, irresponsible spending by these three entities, that they continuously increase our taxes. It is crazy what they are doing to the citizens of Rockdale County, and in particular, and I have stressed this time and time again, the Heartless Three are taxing our most vulnerable citizens, the senior citizens of Rockdale County, out of home ownership. And that's a reality. That's exactly what the Board of Commission, the Board of Education, and the City of Conyers are doing. They are taxing our most vulnerable citizens, the senior citizens, out of home ownership. It's ridiculous. This kind of behavior has to come to an end. And how can we bring it to an end? And and I preach this every single week, and it's stop electing these morons to office. Stop putting anyone who serves in an elected position that votes for these increases in office. Now, I might say this. At the Board of Education meeting, you had 3 members that voted against raising the taxes. Justin Kinney was one of those members that voted against it. You had Sandra Jackson-Lett. She voted against it. And you had the 3rd member of the Board of Education. My mind, I'm tired. I drove a lot this weekend. You guys want to help me with that 3rd member so that I don't look too ridiculous this evening? I am ridiculous anyway, because everything in Rockdale County is ridiculous, but I'm even more ridiculous at times. Janie Jones. Thank you, Lisa Lancaster. So, but yeah, Janie Jones, Justin, and Sandra Jackson-Lett, they have continued to support and to represent you, the citizens of Rockdale County. Jamie and Justin voted no. Also, Sandra Jackson-Lett, there were 3 of them that voted no, guys. So, and Justin, he just joined in this. He filled Barksdale's open seat, and he's going to be on the ballot trying to get that seat full time permanently here in 24. And we've got to get out and vote for Justin. And not only vote for Justin, we've got to elect one more person who will represent the citizens of Rockdale County and be brave enough on that Board of Education to vote no to tax increases and to also vote to remove Terry Oates as school superintendent. And let's start a nationwide search and find that person that can bring Rockdale County out of the cellar. Because Rockdale County is in an educational abyss. It is a horrible education system. And we need someone with the experience that has the ability, the know-how, and can think outside the box and take a challenging system like Rockdale County and make it thrive once again. And that's what we need in Rockdale County. And to do that, we're going to have to elect Justin Kinney when he goes on the ballot in 24, and we're going to have to elect Justin, Janie, and Sandra, an ally, to do that, because it just has to happen. Guys, I wasn't gonna say this. I wasn't gonna wait till next year. I've talked to a lot of people, and I've tried to talk to people about running for this office, and because how important it is, and just a lot of people just that they don't have time. They're afraid that they don't want to make the commitment. They're afraid of the criticism. This is so important. I've decided to run for the Board of Education in 2024. I'm going to put my hat in the ring. I'm going to run for one of those seats. I'm going to try to get elected so that I can help Justin, Sandra, and Janie and get that 4th vote, so that there is a majority that will vote for tax relief, and that there's a majority that will vote to replace Terry Oates as school superintendent. Want to be one of the main things I run on is that I will be the fourth vote to replace Terry Oates, that I will be the fourth vote to make sure you, the Rockdale County residents, pay a fair tax rate on the Board of Education. So just wanted to let you guys know, I thought long and hard about it. I've asked for people to throw their hat in the ring. And, I've asked people, and, I can't ask people to do something that I won't be willing to do myself. So I am going to run for one of those seats. And I would appreciate, next year you guys support me, help me and Justin both get elected. So that's what I plan on doing. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I'm just going to throw it out there so that people know you will have an option to vote for someone who will vote for tax decreases and will vote to kick Terry Oates' ass to the curb. And that's exactly what Larry Cox will do if elected to the Board of Education. My first meeting, I'll ask for a vote of no confidence in Terry Oates. And say, hey, let's go to executive session and kick his ass out of Rockdale County. The Board of Education is a nonpartisan position. Nonpartisan Board of Education, non-politically affiliated, nonpartisan. Just so that you guys know that post is a nonpartisan position. So that's what we need to do. It's time to take a stand. It's time to say no to high taxes. It's time to say no to ridiculous budgets. It's time to say we've had enough. We need to not elect Oz Nesbitt, our chairman. We need to not elect Sherry Washington as post one. And we need to remove 4 of the individuals who could possibly run for those seats. Justin is going to run for his seat. We need to reelect Justin. There are 4 other seats up for that Board of Education in 2024. I will be running for one of those seats. And just to let you guys know that it's time that Rockdale, we fight back. It's time we have our own tea party. We can go throw the tea in the Yellow River. Can't do anything but help the Yellow River if we throw the tea in it, can it? So that's my philosophy. Let's clean the Yellow River up by throwing the tea in it and have a tea party. Getting a little silly, getting a little crazy right now. But guys, we've got to take a stand in Rockdale County. We've got to do something that'll make a difference. And that big thing we can do is quit sending back incumbents who don't care about you, that don't vote for you, and don't represent you. That's what we have to do. And enough is enough. Reset, reset, reset. That's right. Reset Rockdale. Reset Rockdale by electing non-incumbents. That's what we need to do. We need to elect people who care about you and have proven they care about you by how they voted for you and the things they've done for you. So, guys, we can make a difference. But I want to go back over these numbers again. The county is raising your taxes, the Board of Commissions, 17.58%. The Board of Education is raising your taxes 12.96%. The City of Conyers is raising your taxes 10.97%. If you are a county resident, then that is a 30.54% tax increase. If you are a homeowner and a property owner in the City of Conyers, that comes to a 41.51% tax increase. Let me ask a question. Did any of you get a 30.54% pay increase, or did any of you get a 41.51% pay increase? Did any of you get an increase to match this percent that the county is going to levy on you? Did any of you get a raise that will match what the taxes are being thrown on you, what increased fuel costs are bringing on you, increased food costs are bringing on you, or just the increase in utilities and the cost of living. Did any of you, Tara? Exactly. Tara is one of my favorite people in the city of Conjuring. She's a small business owner there, and she is getting hammered with these tax increases there too. Tara also lives in rural Rockdale, so she's paying all the rest of this. So she is getting hammered hard by being a business owner in the city of Conyers. So you guys, right, this is ridiculous. We've got to find people who are willing to fight for you, who are willing to stand toe to toe with you and say, we will have this no more. Enough is enough. Alex, I have to totally agree with this statement, guys. This is what Alex says. It's absolutely obscene, and I'm shocked these people show their faces in public. And that's absolutely true. But this is the thing, guys. They don't care because they don't think you have the guts to replace them. Do you agree with that, Alex? That they don't think that the voters of Rockdale County have the courage or even pay attention or even are willing to vote them up. They don't think that. They think they're absolutely safe, and no matter what they do, they can go. Because let me tell you why, guys. Because for the last 10 years, they've done anything they wanted. They've done the most ridiculous, obscene things in the world. And the citizens of Rockdale County have sent these morons back to serve in those offices time and time again. That's the reality we live in, guys. It's the reality that we live in. And we've got to stop that reality, and we've got to change the way we think here in Rockdale County. The voters have to, Lisa, I 100%. Alex, the people who are voting for them couldn't pick them out of a lineup. The uninformed voters have no clue what these administrators look like. That is 1,000% true. They couldn't pick them out of a lineup. That's exactly true. But guys, it's time to stop that mentality. You know what? It's time to stop it. It's time to say enough is enough. It's time to elect people who will vote for lower taxes. It's time for people who will vote to fire people who are incompetent. Again, I'm throwing my hat in the ring one more time. I'm running for the Board of Education because I want to do two things. I want to lower your taxes, and I want to fire Terry Oates. And I'm not going to be bashful. I'm not going to be shy about it. And I'll tell Terry Oates to his face that the first thing I do as a member elected is ask for a vote of no confidence, go to executive session, and kick his ass out of Rockdale County. I can't be any more plain about what my intentions are. Those are my intentions, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it and not going to hide behind anything. So, I mean, do you guys think I'm off base? Is that not what someone should run on? The truth, what their intentions are? Those are my intentions. I intend to ask the board members to send a resolution to our delegation to make our millage rate for the BOE go in line with the rest of the counties in the state, that we won't have the potential to do this 30% millage rate anymore. I think it's 24% a millage rate that all the rest of the counties, there's a few that have this exception. But what that number is, Rockdale County needs to go, we don't need anymore. That needs whatever the maximum is for the rest of the counties in the state. That's what we need to be, because we don't need to have that 30% millage rate. Because the millage rate's just hocus pocus anyways, guys. Because, some of them say they've lowered the millage rate. Some of them say they've raised it. But the millage rate is irrelevant. At the end of the day, it's just a multiplier. At the end of the day, it's how much are they raising my taxes, no matter what game they're playing with the millage rate. and I have the answer to that question. The county is going to be raising your millage rate, your taxes, 17.58%. The Board of Education will be raising your taxes 12.9%, 96%, and the city 10.97%. Lisa, I'm going to put this up here. The question on the ballot for the last election had that question on it, and the majority said no to Terry Oates stay. 100% it had that question on it. And Lisa, would anybody on this chat happen to know the person who had put that question on the ballot? Does anybody in this chat know the person who was able to put that question on the ballot? Waiting for an answer. And the answer was Larry Cox, me. I'm the person that was able to get that question on the ballot for you to answer. Do you think the Board of Education should renew Terry Oates' contract? And the answer was 60% said no. Joey Williams, you did. Dan Burke said that he knows who did it. Lisa Lancaster, Larry Cox, Cheryl Moulton, you. That's right. Larry Cox already has been on the record saying that Terry Oates needs to go. Larry Cox got the question put on the ballot. Should the Board of Education renew his contract? I have not been a Terry Oates fan. I gave him 3 years. I gave Terry Oates 3 years, and I laid back and I said, let's just see what happened. And then after that 3 years, I made my mind up. I saw the direction, and I said, this guy has to go. It was just on the Republican ballot. That's true. But let me tell you something about that. I had Democrats that would be calling and asking, why can't we vote on that question? We had people from Henry County, where he used to have a position in Henry County, called and applauded us for putting that question on the ballot because they said he was horrible. So this question was supported by a lot of people outside the county and opposite parties. So yes, guys, that was a very popular question, and 60% of the people said kick his ass to the curb. Get him out of Rockdale County. Well, he's already out of Rockdale County. He doesn't live here. And that's the thing about it. You're talking about a school superintendent whose kids go to private school. If you believe in the public school system so much and you are a superintendent, your kids should be attending the same school system that you're in charge of. That's just my opinion. If you don't have the confidence or you don't think that the system is good enough for your kids, then how come it's good enough for my grandkids and your children? You answer that question, Terry Oates. If your own children can't come to this school system, why should my grandkids go to this school system if it's not good enough for your kids? Just answer that question. Can't answer that question and tell the truth. You can't answer it and tell the truth. Guys, we got to kick him to the curb. You re-elect Justin Kinney, send him back to serve in that position where he's serving that unexpired term now. You elect me to that fourth office, and you know what? There'll be big changes in Rockdale County. There will be big changes in the Rockdale County school system. If you want big changes, you vote Larry Cox. You vote Justin Kinney. Things will happen in Rockdale County. Guys, you know what? I'm tired. I went to my high school reunion this past weekend. I drove up to West Virginia. It was my 40th high school reunion. It was great to see a bunch of people that I went to school with. And then, you know, the fascinating thing about it, I've seen so many successful people that I graduated high school with. One of the reasons that they were so successful is they got a great basic education, which involved reading, writing, and arithmetic. We were instilled with great basic skills. We're able to read and comprehend, able to write, able to do mathematics. If you're able to do those things, you can teach yourself most things that you need to do. It was great to see all those people again, and it was great to reminisce. And I am spent and I am tired. So, guys, I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to say good night. I hope you guys can find it in your hearts to support me next year in this endeavor that I'm going to undertake. And I will be back next week at 8 p.m. on Sunday. And we are going to bash the Rockdale County Board of Commission, Education, and the City of Conyers because they are worthy of being bashed, because they are the Heartless Three. Thank you. Good night. And I will see you next week on This Week from Rockdale.